Welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Today's video is all about making money, and this is one of many bounty hunting methods.
Target destroyed.
So guys, just before I show you the method, I thought I'd just show you my outfitting for the ship that I'm in. I'm currently using the Viper. You could say it's an upgrade over the Eagle depending on what you like, but basically I've just fitted 2 multi-cannons to it. They're gimbal, that's to take down the hull fast. 2 beam lasers, they're fixed, so they are going to be taking down the shields fast. I've got a point defense on a utility mount and a kill warrant scanner. The kill warrant scanner is what you mainly want for this method, so make sure you got that equipped. It's going to increase your bounty output by quite, or bounty credit rewards by quite a bit sometimes, so make sure you got that on your utility mounts. And in the internals, basically you want to be upgrading your power distributor to the maximum it can be, your thrusters to the maximum it can be. Power plant and power distributor, I'd say, is the main thing. And make sure you got a good shield generator, because you're going to be coming against big ships sometimes, and an interdictor, which I've got equipped in my ship, isn't actually needed for this method. So the way this method works is actually using unidentified signal sources, and you may be thinking, well, this method is incredibly simple, and yes it is. All you do, as soon as you're in super cruise in a system, you slow down your speed right away to 30 kilometers a second, the slowest it can be, and what will happen is you just want to look at your left panel in navigation, and eventually a USS will actually spawn, and it will always be less than 500 kilometers a second. And because you're going less than 1 megameter a second, you can actually just drop into that USS zone straight away, and it works so much. You'll only be waiting at maximum 2 minutes for a USS to spawn, and usually you can have a chain of like 30 seconds. As soon as you're back into super cruise, it'll just spawn, you know, within 30 seconds, and you're back into a USS zone. Now of course USS zones don't always have wanted ships in them, but most of the time, I'd say more than half of the time, there's going to be a ship in there. But of course you can go on bad streaks, and you can have a bad hour. It is luck, but it's also dependent on how fast you can take down ships and how fast you can do the method in general. And yes, luck has a huge part. You can earn up to 500k an hour with this method easily if luck's on your side, but I'd say the lowest amount you could earn with extremely bad luck is 100k. But the hours I did this, I'd always get lucky and find an anaconda every hour, so it's at least like an 80k bounty on top of what I'd already found in the hours. So I do actually, this is what I'm doing right now and what I'm showing you. I actually recorded all this footage in an hour, so I'll show you the bounties I actually earned at the end, and you'll be able to assess if this is a good method for you. And I did do like 40 minutes before this, and then a few hours after this as well, and it was again the same type of action per hour. So yeah, pretty simple. Now let's just see, I did write some notes about the USS zone. So yeah, of course you're not just going to find wanted ships, like I said. You're going to find funeral ships, wedding ships. These are all no bounted zones, and of course you can actually pick up the cargo that these guys drop. It's going to be stolen, but then you can smuggle them in. So when you're picking a system, it depends. It's a lot of variety. You can pick an independent system, and there won't be the big factions there to deal with you if you attack a clean ship. So your kill warrant scanner, you want to be scanning them, and you want to scan them first with your initial scanner, and if it says they're wanted, then they're actually wanted in that specific system. If it says they're clean, they could still be wanted, so you want to scan them again with your kill warrant scanner, and then look in your side panel at contacts and see if there's a bounty on them. Basically, if there's a bounty on them there, then and you kill that guy where he's clean in that system. If it's a big faction system like it's owned by the Empire vessels will actually start attacking you, because you will actually create a bounty on yourself by attacking them because they're actually clean in that system. But if you go to a system where there's no big faction, then no one will be bothered the fact that you attacked a clean person, so don't worry about that. Also, when you actually do this, you get a huge amount of faction rep. I actually went from neutral to friendly with the Empire, which is extremely good, because I was just really wanting to get that done, and so now I'm an outsider, but I'm actually friendly, so super excited about that. I'm going to be doing a lot more bounty hunting as well, so good stuff on that. Now, earnings for this is the footage I'm showing you is actually an hour's footage, so bang on an hour. You'll hear the timer at the end, and I was rushing around like mad to get as much credits in as possible. So maximum credits, I'm going to say 500k, being extremely lucky. It does depend on luck. As you can see, this is halfway through. I'd say this is at the half an hour mark, so I'm at 100 and something, around, what's that, like 100k. Not too great. I have had better hours, so I was hoping it does get better, and spoiler alert, it actually does get a lot better, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, 500k max, I'd say, being extremely lucky. I'd say at least 100k like being extremely bad luck, you're just going to find like eagles and a big cobra maybe. So yeah, this is where I get lucky. I drop into a zone, and in the previous hour I'd actually found an anaconda being attacked by 2 other anacondas that were for security vessels. So in this one I was like, oh, it's another wanted anaconda. However, one of these was wanted, and then I scanned the other one, noticed that he wasn't a security vessel, and he was wanted as well. So I had security vessels on my side and 2 wanted anacondas. So I knew that these would be like at least 80,000 credits each, so I was very, very happy indeed. So of course the initial scans show that they're wanted, and then kill warrant scan of them, and you'll get that extra bounty if they have any extra bounties available. So yeah, and I just went to town on these guys. Make sure you target the power plants and get your multi-cannons on them, and they're gonna go down really fast. So as you can see, target the power plant, and you'll be able to take them down as long as you're aiming like you're strafing around the target. With anacondas, I actually found the best method, and I'm finding it with at least in the Viper anyway. It's very, very cool because all you do is just strafe around them. So for me, I've got my downward thrusters and upward thrusters as W and S. So all I do is hold them, and or you can keep really close to them. As you can see, that's about 20%, and the ship's gone 80,000 credits to mine. So yeah, W and S keys to strafe around the anaconda, and it actually works really, really well. So as you can see there, I'm just holding W. The anaconda can't really get onto me, right? So much success. So this one I think was worth around 120,000 credits. You'll see that in a minute. But this meant my output for the bounties had gone up like doubled and a bit more, and it just depends on that really. So you can find a few anacondas in an hour, or you can find like 5 asps which are worth 40k each. It just depends on how lucky you are. Or you can find 10 cobras which are worth 20k each. So it just depends. And also the levels as well. Combat is quite easy, I would say. I mean, these are the 150 million ships on the game, and then of course they've got them kitted out really, really dangerously, and as you can see, 122k, but they are quite easy at the moment, and hopefully maybe with the next big update we're going to get some more challenging opponents. But there you go, I hit that Sidewinder there and just smashed him into oblivion. I got like a few K for that. I don't think I have any more notes that can be done. So yeah, just scan them initially, make sure you warrant scanner them as well, and if you're in a system with a big faction, make sure you're only attacking wanted, unless you'd like to go and pay off your balances at like a pathetic refinery type of place, starport. It just depends. So yeah, Eagles are the best ones in my opinion. They can be upwards of 6,000 or maybe even 7,000 credits an Eagle, and they're very easy to take down with multi-cannons, and they usually don't even have a shield half the time. So yeah, recommended. Always go for the Eagles. Sidewinders you can probably dodge if you'd like to get away, and Cobras and everything definitely just go for. And there you go, you heard the timer there. We do actually earn, as you can see, 270k, I think it's about 330k, so that is an extremely good hour, I think, and that's on average, I'd say, because the hour or the 40 minutes I did before, I earned 250k, and the next few hours I did, I was earning that as well. So you can definitely get on average 300k, and unfortunately an Aspia had been loitering on a pad too long and actually just got destroyed, and yeah, we go and dock and turn in those bounties. So that's the method, guys. Very simple USS method. You just drop into these zones. I was showing you a lot more bounty hunting methods in the money making genre, or in my money making guides anyway, so make sure to stick around for that. I'm going to probably do another one this week, and as well as an internals guide, a utility guide, and weapons guide or combat guide again. So make sure you stick around on the channel. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you all next time.